welcome back. We've got our dear friend and financial expert, Ellen Rohr, with us this morning. Good morning, Ellen. I love this because we're going to put both of our brains together because guess what? Weather impacts the economy. Well, okay, never mind. It doesn't work the other way or back, but it works. Weather doesn't.
Well, I'm glad we're both here because I like to make money, and you know everything about the planet and weather, and these two collide.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All the time, and more, I think more than we realize, too.
Well, let's say we have a giant flood like what just happened in Houston. How does that impact? Certainly the people are impacted whose homes and businesses had flooded.
Right.
But what else happens?
Well, you have that direct impact, people needing to move, businesses needing to move, and then it impacts agriculture. If there were any crops there, that ruins the fields. Irma wiped out the oranges in Florida. What happened to the orange stock?
The prices went way up for orange juice.
Right.
But then there were a lot of workers who were affected then and then may be out of jobs.
Right, because the fields are no good. They can't get the product out, right? So they're very intertwined. I know meteorologists that work on Wall Street.
Oh, well, okay, so what do they do? Do they then predict the weather patterns so that businesses can be more proactive?
Monitor the patterns in the weather in relation to the patterns of the agriculture stock, things like that.
Oh, so that would make the commodities business, they would be very interested in those kinds of results.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. So as a meteorologist, what are some tips that you could give to a local business owner in order to be responsive to the weather?
Know the forecast. Know how it's going to impact you. Ski resorts deal with this all the time. If snow is coming too much or too little, they got to kind of plan for that. Make their own snow if it's not going to snow,
And, we've talked about climate change before. I think there's some opportunities with renewable energy and shifting weather patterns that are going to really open up some business opportunities.
We are already, and you know this more than I do, we already have a lot of kind of tax rebates and rewards, right, for these solar programs.
And other countries where fuel is very, very expensive are really capitalizing on things like solar and wind, and we're just getting started there, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Do business owners ever make bad decisions when it comes to the weather? Like, I know that seasonal businesses are going to be affected by it, and I'm always concerned that if a company isn't making enough money, that they may be tempted to discount a weather report.
You got to always be weather aware, especially if you're an outdoor business or weather sensitive business. And we're talking scales of hazardous weather. And even I know researchers who have checked zoo attendance based on if it's cloudy or rainy or not, because who wants to go to the zoo if it's going to rain, So it's really incredible how weather can impact some of those businesses.
Well, we looked up some websites in anticipation of this segment, and you'll see them there on the site.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the stats was that ice cream sales and beer sales go up when it's a hot, sunny day. Just saying.
I mean, yeah, because who doesn't want beer and ice cream when it's hot, right? I mean, that's just common sense.
Well, thanks for making the connection for us. Weather, the economy go hand in hand, and there's lots of opportunities, and there's lots of things to pay attention to. So thank you.
No, and thank you, because we're fitting the puzzle together very nicely here, I think.
We love each other.
Yes, Ellen Rohr here. Thank you so much. We'll be right back after the break.